There were a few moments in my life where death looked at me and said, "Come here for a second." And somehow I managed to survive all of them. One happened when I was 5, another involved a drunk driver, and another happened because my brain apparently stopped working near a swimming pool. So yeah, these were the times I almost died. When I was around 5 years old, I couldn't speak properly. My mom noticed something wasn't right with me because when I talked, my speech sounded different. So she took me to a speech therapist and they recommended me a specialist. Now at this point, I'm just a kid. I don't even know what's happening. I'm probably thinking about some cartoons and snacks, thinking about when is the next time my mom gonna buy me some Maynards or something. The specialist checked my ears and found some liquid trapped inside them. Basically, every time I heard something, it sounded weird, like hearing things underwater, like bubble sounds. Mom, why does everything sound like fish and stars, like SpongeBob? So they booked in an operation. But then during the surgery, the doctors discovered something else. My tonsils were huge. Apparently, they were also affecting how I smell. So now the doctors were probably like, well, since we're already here, let's just remove them. They removed my tonsils and put little tubes called grommets in my ears. They told my mom they will eventually fall out. When? Because we never saw them leave. Maybe they disappeared into another dimension, but who knows, I guess. The conclusion here of the story is, if something feels wrong with your body, don't ignore it. Please do not. My mom noticed something was off about me and actually did something about it. In late 2024, me, my mom, my aunt, and my cousin went to our first concert. Everything was going great. Music, people having fun, the good vibes. Then 11 p.m. happened. My cousin got very drunk. And drunk people always say things that immediately make your brain go, nah. He tells me, come with me to the parking lot. And my dumb self said, okay. So we go outside because he wanted to pick up my mom's transport driver. Let's call this guy Jackie. He calls Jackie, no answer. Calls him again, no answer. Calls him again, and Jackie finally picks up the phone. Then suddenly, my cousin started driving fast. Like, why are we auditioning for Fast and Furious? The Fast. If you know, you know. Cars everywhere, speeding, swerving. I'm sitting there like thinking, okay God, if I survive this, I'm never complaining about homework ever again. Please, I don't want to die. Then this man started drifting. Drifting, bro. This is not a racing game. This is not Need for Speed. I immediately put my seatbelt on because survival mode activated. Eventually, we made it back safely. But that ride felt like 5 business years. Conclusion here of this story is, do not drink or drive. People think, nah, I'll be fine, until one bad decision turns into a disaster. It's not worth gambling your life for someone else's. Back in grade 5 or grade 6, my school planned a swimming trip. When we arrived, I was so excited. Pools everywhere, friends everywhere, fun everywhere. And common sense, it was missing. There were different pools, some shallow, some deep, and one looked deep enough to send somebody to heaven early. And thank the Lord I did not go to that one. Me and my friends were swimming around, then I jumped into one pool, and then suddenly I realized I can't swim. I started panicking underwater. I got out somehow, and then some girl said, "Hey, I thought you were gonna die." And I said, "Nah, I'm fine." Was I literally fine? No. Because somehow my brain looked at that experience and said, let's try again. The second pool I drowned in, but I got out of the second pool. I tried to find my friends in another different pool where it was actually way deeper than expected. I tried to go there and the freaking lifeguard saved me. So he blew the whistle and he actually saved me from not dying early. So really thank the lifeguard and thank God for that one. The conclusion of the story is, if you can't swim, do not, and I repeat, do not pretend that you can swim. The universe isn't going to roast you just because you don't know how to swim. Even I'm a black kid that don't even know how to swim. I'm sure maybe some few kids do, but not all of them. Water does not care if you're confident in the pool, even if your ego is bigger than that. So yeah, apparently younger me just had like this weird talent for accidentally putting myself in danger. Thankfully, I made it through all of this. So big respect to my mom, doctors, and that lifeguard, because without them, these stories wouldn't even exist. So also shout out to SalMationz, because this video was actually inspired by his Times I Almost Died video. So if you enjoyed this video and you leave a like and subscribe and tell me your close call stories in the comments. And anyways, SalMationz, and I'm out. Peace out.